Welcome back, guys, here on the Wannabe News Station. Today, we're live right here in Richfield. Just checking out the scenery. I'm eating me a bag of M&Ms. Oh man, I've actually, forgot I even had these in my hands. I don't even have them opened up. Don't let the bag kick my butt trying to open them. Gosh, who wants some M&Ms? You want some, camera lady? It's the sharing size bag of M&Ms. Be more than happy to share it with you. Promise. I've got plenty to go around. Man, look at that. I can't even open the bag up. A child-proof this thing? Oh my Pete sakes. Oh my. Oh, nothing smells good than a bag of M&Ms. See what this bag says. I can serve 11 people with this. 12 pieces to be exact. Man, I can't, oh my goodness, those hit the spot. I've been hungry all day. You know what? I cannot believe these are so offensive. Man, these M&Ms are so offensive that they're gonna make me fat. Look at that. Getting fat just by eating a handful of M&Ms because they're so offensive. How could a bag of M&Ms be so offensive? Oh, probably because Miss Yellow M&M right here, you can't quite see it, but he ain't wearing his white shoes. You can barely see his leg, one of his legs. So, why is M&Ms offensive? How are they offensive? All it is a chocolate covered hard shell with the peanut in the middle of it. But gosh, dang it, they taste good. Are they offensive because they taste so good? They say they melt in your mouth, not your hands. I probably ought to get them for that because that word's offensive. Melts in your mouth, not your hands. As a matter of fact, they will melt in your hands. Trust me, if I held these hard enough, they'd melt in my hands. So I probably ought to get them for that, for being offensive to me, because the color would come off of the M&Ms onto my hands, then make my hands sticky and dirty and stuff and gooey and stuff, and then I have chocolate all over in my hands. And then my mom is so mad at me because I made a mess. I didn't make a mess on my hands, I made a mess in the car. Oh, gosh, dang it. Get back here. 10-second rule. That gutter's so clean. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's a little dirt. Little dirt's not killed nobody. You cannot waste an M&M. By golly, that would have been offensive if I would have wasted that green M&M. Did you see that? That green M&M jumped out of my hands, tried running away from me because it didn't want to melt in my mouth. It's so cold out here. That thing would have been here for centuries because it's so cold out here. And it would never have melted because it wasn't in my mouth. Man, anyone else want some M&Ms? I've got plenty to go around because they're so offensive that we got to make a big deal about shoes or something. Probably because his eye was offset or something. Maybe his eyebrow was higher than the other. That's offensive to me too, because I got a M&M holding my M&Ms. You know, and I don't know, did he take a bite out of that blue M&M? And now he's trying to sell it with half of it gone and he's already ate it? You know, man, I am just getting sick and tired of this. Everything's offensive. Even somebody on a bottle of syrup, the lady that's on that bottle of syrup, God, I can't remember what it was named, is so offensive. How is a bottle of syrup so offensive? Really? How's her beautiful picture on that bottle of syrup so offensive? I enjoy her syrup. Didn't find nothing offensive about it. It's her history. If it was offensive, she probably would never have put her face on her bottle of syrup. Did we go and ask her about her picture being on a bottle of syrup? And why it was so offensive? No, we didn't. So why did we take her name off, and why did we take her picture off of her bottle of syrup? You know, it's probably offensive to her that we removed her picture off of her bottle of syrup. Man, these things are good. Man, you get one handful, you don't have enough. You got to buy a big bag. Maybe the sharing bag or the family size bag. But man, still ain't enough. You better just get 2 bags of M&Ms. But back to the syrup. She's probably offended because we took her picture off. So let's get the picture back on the syrup, for crud's sakes. Because how's a bag of M&Ms so offensive? How's the characters of M&Ms that are peanut M&Ms so offensive? Man, I am so glad to see them back out and back up there and running around in their white shoes and whatnot. And by golly, back to the green M&M. She was running away. She didn't want to be in my hands. Good Lord. Man, what are we going to do? Find out that Snickers is offensive because it's got chocolate covered peanuts with caramel in it, and then the stuff, I can't remember the stuff, it's also the other stuff that's in the Snickers. Man, that Snicker bar, whew, man, those are just as good as these M&Ms. We better find that offensive because we covered the caramel over the top of peanuts. You know, good Lord. Tired of this snowflake society now we're growing up in is everything's offensive. We gotta take it all away. If it was offensive, I don't think the people would have put it on when they did it, or put their picture on their syrup or whatnot. History is history. We learn from the history, we learn from the mistakes. If no one knows how to learn from the history or learn from mistakes, we all just ought to be put in a bubble and left alone to die. Because no one will learn nothing. But anyways, you better go out and grab yourself a bag of M&Ms and sit back and enjoy them today. Because I'm going to enjoy this bag. No one's offered to take any, so maybe I'll enjoy my bag of M&Ms all to myself. Kick back, relax on the couch, watch my stomach grow, and then I'm going to sit there and complain because I'm getting fat because I'm eating M&Ms. Because I'm also got my bag of potato chips that go with the M&Ms, and man, you know what you ought to try? You ought to try wheat thins with some M&Ms. Oh boy, that's a good combination. And then I'm going to watch my stomach go, whoop. And then this Coke can't fit because I'm too fat. All because of my own doings. All because I reached in this bag, grabbed a handful of M&Ms out, popped them in my mouth, all by myself. The M&Ms didn't do it. So how's they getting me to get fat? I'm feeding it to myself, making myself fat. So who do I all have to complain to? Myself. I blame myself. M&Ms didn't do it. I'm the knucklehead that went and bought them, spent the $15 to get me a bag of M&Ms and enjoy them. And I put 35 pounds on from that $15 bag of M&Ms. It's all my fault, but it's M&M's fault. But anyways, like the women say, if they don't find you handsome, they ought to at least find you handy. Even though we're out here doing a video about how inappropriate and offensive a bag of M&Ms or M&M characters are. But you know, now you know the rest of the story. Good day.